What's up everyone, it's Hunter here, back with another video. We got the dogs hanging out while I'm studying. It's 2 days before our first exam of this semester. I'm sorry I've been horrible about posting this semester. I started off, getting into a new routine, but I was also battling a cold and just trying to sleep as much as I possibly could to get over it. Pretty much out of the woods now, but we are grinding for the next 2 days before our first exams. The goal is to do better than we did last semester. I did fine, could have been better, but we're content with how things went. Now I kind of know what to expect and how I should be studying, what kind of works for me, how I should implement my time. Now we're going through and doing it. So this weekend, it's mainly just been studying. It's now Sunday before the exam. We don't have class Monday for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and Tuesday is when our exam is. So Friday, Saturday, just kind of studied. I went to the Bucks hockey game on Friday night, and then Saturday I shoveled all day because we got 8 inches of snow. And then, as seen in a couple photos here, I made my USHL debut, and I was on the ice crew for the Bucks. So that was pretty fun, good experience. But now we're spending the next 2 days just studying as much as we possibly can so that we can get high marks on these first exams. It's test day. So I've got some new overnight oats here that I'm trying. I've never done overnight oats before, but it's not too bad. It's weird eating cold oatmeal, but taste is there. So the format of the test is the same as last semester. So we've got 100 points across the board, but it's broken up into individual exams for each subject. So this morning we have 6, and the big one is going to be medical physiology. Then we also have pathology, immunology, anatomy, OMM, and then our med informatics class, which is like medical statistics, basically. So every class has its own test, but they are allocated so many questions based on how many lectures we had. So medical physiology has like 38 questions because we had, I want to say, 11 lectures. But med informatics has like 6 questions because we had, well, it might have more, but we only had 4 lectures in that class. So based on how many lectures we have, it will be more or less points out of the 100 on the exam. So I'm going to finish up these overnight oats, and then I have about half an hour. So I'm just going to do a few Anki cards before heading to school, and we'll see how it goes. All right, we finished the test. Didn't go too bad. I've had better tests, and I've also had worse tests. Oh, it's so hard to breathe in this thing. So in the past, MCT has always just like crushed me. I'll miss like 7 on that test, and then 1 or none on every other test. This time it was like 1 or 2 on every single one. So ended up getting about the same total score, but it was more even across the board. So pretty happy about that. But I'm gonna get a workout in here and then go run some errands and kind of just relax for the rest of the day. I finished the workout, got a nice back and bicep pump in. Then I went and got my skates sharpened because I'm playing in a pickup hockey game tonight. Then I went to Costco, got a couple essentials, and then just kind of hung out. I spent about 2 hours having lunch, catching up on news, just really relaxing. But today can't be all relaxing, so took the dogs for a little walk, and now we're going to start doing some work. So I'm going to do some YouTube editing and then kind of get prepared for the week, organizing all of my lectures and making sure I have everything I need, and then finish the Anki that's due today because we really can't have any days off of Anki. All right, just finished up an hour and a half of hockey. Great way to end a school day. I've started playing in some pickup hockey, but next week I'm starting a league that plays on Tuesday nights. Unfortunately, it's really late. So the last clip that you saw was a little after 11 p.m. that we finished playing last night. So by the time I got home and cooled down, it was after midnight that I showered, and it was about 1 a.m. that I actually fell asleep. So we have a late start to the day. It is about just about 10 o'clock and I'm getting started. I mean, I've been laying in bed for a little bit, reading through some news, going through some emails and stuff, but 10 o'clock is now the time that we're actually going to get started with being productive school-wise for the day. We spent the morning getting everything organized, working in Notion a little bit, and then I watched a couple lectures, had lunch, and just got out of OMM. We had just a review session, kind of going over all the stuff we've gone over in the last 2 labs. It's about 4 o'clock now, so I'm gonna go home, try and knock out a bunch of Anki cards. We still have 2 lectures today that I haven't watched yet, so I'm gonna try and get those done. And then tonight we're going to the Iowa Wild hockey game. And apparently today, January 19th, my half birthday, is National Popcorn Day. So they were handing out popcorn, so I'm gonna munch on this on the way home.
Penalties to Iowa, number 18, Mason Shaw. And
we are just finishing up a workout. Just left the gym, did a leg day at school, which is odd for me. Well, I guess I worked out there earlier this week. Usually I work out at home though, but now it's really freaking cold out. I think it's like 1 degree out right now. Feels like negative something. So if I'm on campus, I might as well work out here. Anywho, let's see, I think this week has been a blur. I think it's Thursday, pretty sure it's Thursday. So I had a very productive morning. I was actually up pretty late last night. Sleeping schedule has just been out of whack. But so stayed up until like 3 a.m. doing different lectures, flashcards, practice questions, what have you. And then I got up around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, had a really productive day, and then had anatomy lab at 1 o'clock. So we did a dissection on the anterior neck regions. So we were looking for the subclavian artery and its tributaries off of it, as well as a few other structures in the neck. And since I was on campus, decided to hit a leg day here. And now I'm gonna head home, planning to sous vide some chicken wings and see what Marin's up to. She might be ditching me to go to her second job tonight. Yeah, dual income household here. But yeah, that's it for today, for Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to Omaha, so I'm planning to do as much as I can tonight so that the weekend can be as low-key when it comes to studying as possible, but we do have 6 lectures tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. It's now Friday morning. Wings were absolutely phenomenal. Forgot to film any of it because I was just so excited to eat them. I think there were like 40 and I put maybe like 8 back into a bag for lunch today. Now we are getting ready for the required OMM lecture that I'm just going to watch online from home. In the meantime, I'm getting everything organized for the day and for the weekend because we're going to be going back to Omaha. So I want to have all of my lectures ready to go so that I can study as needed over the weekend. I'm a little bit behind on lectures just because we've had a lot of content since our test on Tuesday, but I'm not really worried about it. I'll be able to study both days this weekend, even though we're traveling, and I'll get caught up before we start next week. So I'm just gonna continue getting all of my PowerPoints situated and ready for the day. And in 9 minutes, we're starting that OMM lecture.
All right. Ooh, that's kind of loud, isn't it? Is that better? Is that still too
Okay,
loud?
OMM lecture starting. I've got a bunch of wedding invites to put in envelopes, so I'm going to pay attention to the lecture while doing this, and then it'll be lunchtime.
Here with me in person and on Zoom. I'm going to talk to you today about the thoracic spine.
We finished up lecture and took the dogs for a walk outside, so now it's time for lunch and try to get through as many lectures as we can before Marin gets home at 2, which is in just over an hour, because then we are heading to Omaha. So I'm going to get through as much as I can, and then probably I'll either be driving or I'll just do Anki all the way there. We're halfway through lunch. Here's the wings. It's a secret buffalo formula sauce that I'm using. So I had them cooked in the sauce in the sous vide. Then I broiled them in the oven and then retossed them back into the sauce, and they are delicious. We made it back home. It was a great weekend in Omaha. Had a great time catching up with people, watched a couple hockey games and all of that. But with traveling, didn't get as much studying done as I thought that I might. I was kind of expecting that. So it's now 8 o'clock Sunday night. I'm making up. We have a bunch of kind of miscellaneous self-paced modules that we have to get done. So I'm finishing those up, kind of anticipate studying for about 4 hours tonight. And then we'll be getting back to it first thing tomorrow, Monday morning, with a new week. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for following along. Subscribe if you haven't yet. If there's anything specific about medical school that you guys want me to do a video on, drop it in the comments below. But I'm going to sign off for now, and we'll catch you in the next one.